What's up, everybody? This is Dixie here with Yasmin and Nicole. You guys were super excited for you to be here. I think we'll give about 30 seconds because there's a little bit of a delay from us to the groups. So we're going to give about 30 seconds and we're going to jump right into this. But we're just super excited for all of you guys to be here for this live. If you are jumping on, you're going to see that there is a permission on this live. It's going to ask for you to give permission to StreamYard so that we could see your name, because we're not actually seeing the comments in the group. We're seeing them through our app that we're using here. So if we want to know who we're talking to, I need you guys to please give us permission so we could see, or else it's just going to show us an anonymous person is talking to us. So Yasmin, you want to double check in the groups, make sure that we're live, and then if we're good to go, give me a thumbs up and we'll get started. So as you guys are jumping on, yep, okay. So it says Facebook user. You guys look up on top where it gives a description. It's going to say grant StreamYard permission. This way we know who we're talking to. So looks like we're live. Comments are starting to come in. So we're going to go ahead and get this started. Yasmin and Nicole will be right back with us. But first off, you guys, my name is Dixie Fells, coming to you from the beautiful state of Colorado. And I'm really excited to bring this presentation to you, to really just show you what this is all about, what we've been talking about. So as you guys are coming on, comment on the live. Let us know what city and state you're coming in from. You guys, this is Social Retail Revolution, where we're Team Boss, and we are here building our success stories. And the thing that's nice about this is we can build from the comfort of our home, and we get to see all of your beautiful faces and talk to everybody worldwide, wherever you're coming in from. And one thing that's really nice, you guys, with this is you absolutely have the freedom to design your life when you have an opportunity like this that gives you that freedom to build from anywhere. So, I mean, you have Yasmin that's in Hawaii, you have me that's in Colorado, and we're doing all of this from our home. And one thing that, that really means a lot to me, because I'm a mom with multiple kids. I'm a very social person. If you know me, I'm a social butterfly. Is you guys, we are in business for ourselves, right? We're here to build our dreams, to create the income that we want, to get our health back. Like, we're building this for our families, right? But because we are a social business, I want you to understand that we're not doing this by ourselves. We have such an amazing group and community and culture of people that come together, and we all build. Even though we're social, you guys, we get to connect through technology like this. So you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. So once again, I just want to welcome all of you here. Lots of people dropping in, showing as Facebook user. Please go up to the description and grant permission. There's a little link. Grant permission so I can see who's talking to us, because we have lots of comments, you guys. But your presenters for today, myself, Dixie Fells, from Pueblo, Colorado. And then we also have Yasmin Pasqua, from Hawaii. And we're going to come talk to you about this amazing opportunity, what social retail is, how it's changed our lives, and how you can use this to change your life, to reach the goals that you have visioned for yourself and for your family. So first off, this is just a little bit more of an intro about Yasmin. Yasmin is a mom, beautiful, beautiful, handsome, sorry, I lost my train of thought. Handsome boy, Kala, and her husband. Yasmin is an Elite 3 Platinum Black 1 with the company. Now, if you don't know what those ranks mean, let's just say she's top dog, okay? Like, she's doing amazing in this business. She's leading a lot of people to success through health, through our products, and also through the business being able to create a second stream of income. Now, Yasmin, I'm going to let her tell her story when I bring her on. But what I want you to understand is she is like the true example of going from the traditional go to school, get your degrees, bachelor's, master's, utilize that, get a job. use that job to pay off the degree, right? So she's a prime example of going through those motions and then realizing that was not the path that excited her. That was not the path that gave her that burning desire and fire to want to show up every day. And that's how she was ultimately led to network marketing. Was she wanted to create that freedom. She wanted to create her own life. So she made a radical change and she did it. And now she has all freedom. She actually bounces back and forth between Hawaii and her home state in Baltimore. As you could see, her husband and her kids here. So I will bring Yasmin on here in a little bit, and she's going to talk to us some more. But Yasmin's an amazing partner to work with. And then, of course, myself, you guys, I'm a Director 3, Platinum 3. I have a big family. I have a family of 6. And I did the same thing. I was in a career that paid very well. I loved the career field that I was in. It utilized a lot of my skills, but I don't like to be bossed around, right? I didn't like people telling me when I had to work, when I could take days off. It was hard to have sick days when my kids were homesick. So I was really chasing freedom. It wasn't necessarily the money that pulled me in. I wanted the freedom, but we know those two things go together, right? In order to have freedom, you have to have the money to create it. And so that's what brought me into network marketing 16 years ago, is I was trying to find a way to be home with all of my kids without having to be bossed around and working somebody else's time schedule and really building their dream. So that's how we became entrepreneurs, was really, the idea and the vision of creating the life that we want. And everybody's vision for life and for dreams is always different. So that's just a little bit about Yasmin and I. But let's go ahead and jump into some of this. I'm going to try to comment. I'm going to try to talk to you guys that are commenting, but it's a little bit hard for me when I'm going through the presentation. So I'll do my best. But one thing I want you guys to know, stay on till the very end, because we are doing a giveaway. There's going to be 2 lucky winners that are present on the live, that are engaging, commenting. We see you popping up. So again, you have to go show me who the Facebook user is. Go grant permission. It looks like Vicky has done that. I can see her name. So go grant permission, but we're going to give away 2 Amazon gift cards for $50 each. We're going to do it at the end. So make sure you stay tuned and you just blow up this chat, blow up the chat with other people, get them commenting on there. But what our vision is and what our purpose is here is helping you achieve your goals through social retail and Modere. Now, Modere offers an amazing line of products. Yasmin's going to talk all about that. But we are a health and wellness company. We actually have the world's best anti-aging collagen. And we're also a clean living company that we're just empowering families to live healthy and to generate an income on their own terms. So that's what social retail is. So we've taken away, if you think about retail, you think about brick and mortar stores. You think of like Target and Walmart and Kmart and all these stores that we go shopping at. But what we have done is we have created that into social retail. We have taken products that are world renowned, that have patents. I'm going to let Yasmin go into all that because I won't stop when I start talking about the products. But what we did is we've taken that and we've turned it social. So everybody's on social now, whether it's Facebook, TikTok, Reels, Instagram. I mean, it's everywhere all around us. So Modere has created the one and only social retail model that is allowing us to generate this income, but doing it on our terms, creating that freedom that we want. So I want to talk about the products because obviously in order to have a great business, that business has to offer products that are unique, one of a kind, and that people want. So we're going to talk all about the products because that's the core of social retail. Those are the products that we offer. So I'm going to bring Yasmin on and I'm going to let her give you guys the rundown on all these products. Hi, Yasmin.
Hi, everyone. Awesome. I'm so excited to be here and to talk to you about our product line. So we are partnered with a company called Modere, and we have an amazing product line, which Dixie's going to pull up on the next slide. There we go. And here you can see that we are known. we are famous for our collagen line, but actually we have so much more than our collagen line, which I'm going to talk to you about in a minute. But what's really important is that we have over 300 products, and we are a customer-centric company, which in this industry is rare. About 85% of our business comes from customer, and that's a big deal. That means we have a real business. That means we have a solid business. We have a sustainable business, and we have customers loving our products, ordering month after month. So as you can see here, we have over 300 products. We have our flagship products, but we really have something for everyone. So a lot of people, they come in with our weight loss, they come in with our collagen, and then they fall in love with that. And then they see that we have so many other amazing products, and they start slowly replacing all of their household items. We have household care products. We got the multi-surface cleaner I love. We got dishwash cleaner. We got laundry detergent. We got toothpaste. We got hair stuff, shampoo, conditioner, serums, so much to choose from. We have a whole health and wellness line. And so we really have, like I said, something for everyone. And then once you get started, you fall in love with the rest. So on the next slide, you're going to see some of our flagship products. And the first one is our lean body system, which is our weight loss system. I love to call it our collagen weight loss system, because that one product there, that belly shrinker right there, the liquid gold, has collagen in it. But as you can see, look at these amazing results here. You see Dixie up there. You see Brandy, who's a big part of our social retail business, one of the leaders in our company. You can see Vicky and Nicole, who you're going to hear from very, very soon. But look at these amazing before and after results. What I love about the system is it's not a fad. It's not a trend. These are actually high quality supplements that I always say enhance the process, that speeds up the process, that gets you the results you're looking for. If you're struggling, if you've been stuck, I know a lot of postpartum moms, they need this product. That's what you see here with Nicole in the middle there. But this fits into every single lifestyle. So if you're a busy mom, you're a working dad, you're on the go, this can fit into anybody's lifestyle, and it's realistic. Okay. So you're going to learn how to create real lasting weight loss that sticks and lasts. So if you go to the next page, this is our famous collagen, our liquid collagen. You see here, there's 4, but actually starting Thursday, we're going to have a 5th one, and it's probably the most popular. I think it's going to be the most popular. It is the most popular. They did a little limited edition release over the winter, and now they are making it a permanent one, and that is our immune. But our liquid collagen is the only medical grade liquid collagen out there on the market. It has 37 clinical studies to back up its efficacy. A lot of collagen, there's so many out there in the market, right? There's even so many people trying to copycat this, right? They're trying to create this liquid collagen, but this one actually has 7 patents. It cannot be duplicated. It is one of a kind. It is so unique. But you'll see that there are so many collagens out there, but they actually don't work. How many of you guys take collagen or have been taking collagens and they don't work? And that's because your body doesn't actually absorb it. So this has a 98% absorption rate, which you can see here in these before and afters, these amazing results. I love to point out Mary here, the redhead on the bottom. She's actually reversing the aging process. I mean, she went from 60 to basically 50, and she's 3 years older in that picture. So she looks amazing. We got Paula here. We got Rosemary, some amazing before and afters. But basically everyone, collagen is here to stay. Everyone needs to be on a good collagen supplement, because as we age, our collagen gets depleted. Our body's natural producing collagen just depletes over time. And so we have to replenish it, right? So that we can slow down the wrinkles, the hair thinning, right? Like the achy joints, our eyes aging, our brittle nails, we can slow that down if we replace it with a good collagen supplement. And this is just actually a little taste of really what our collagen supplements, collagen line is all about, because I think we have about up to 8, maybe 10 collagen products now. I think we got to go the other way. I'm super excited. There we go, to tell you guys about this one here, our newest collagen product, literally breaking news announced today. And it's, you see that funny name there. Maybe you've heard of it, maybe you haven't. It's Bakuchiol Booster Launch, or it's the Bakuchiol Booster. And today is the launch. Well, it actually comes out next week, early next week, but it was all revealed today, and we're so super excited. If you have ever taken a retinol product or you've heard of a retinol product, that is a cosmetic grade type of product where you would get from like a dermatologist, it would be prescribed to you, or like a med spa you would get it from there. So this is the equivalent of that. But the problem with retinol products is it's actually very damaging for your skin, right? You think you're using it to help your skin, but it's actually not great for your skin. It leaves it dry, flaky, it gets irritated. And so you have to be careful with the use of it. And because of that, because you have to be careful of how much you use it, how often you use it, it takes longer to see results. So this Bakuchiol is actually a plant-based version of it. So it's mild on the skin. You can use it regularly every single day, and you're going to see results sooner. So this will be launching next week. We are all dying to get our hands on this product. And something like this would normally cost around $100, $150. Like if you were to get it from your dermatologist or a med spa, this is under $50. It's crazy. It's insane. So look out for that. That's going to be an extension of our collagen cell proof line, and it just keeps getting better and better. So we are also very passionate about clean living. So yes, we are a clean living company, which means we care about clean ingredients, right? And if you're a mom or a dad, is that important to you? Because it's important to me, especially when I became a mom. I really cared about the ingredients that I had in not only the things that I'm consuming, but the things around me that I'm sniffing and smelling in the air. When it comes to our cleaners or just, shampoo and conditioner I'm putting on. So we care about the ingredients that we put into our products. But not only that, we care about the packaging and the labeling and, what we put out onto this earth and to this world, and the imprint that we're leaving to keep our earth clean and green. And you can see here all of these things that, these tests and labels that we have. So we have BPA free, no animal testing, recyclable packaging. I love that. Gray water approved, and biodegradable formulas. So we care about the ingredients, but we also care about the earth and how we deliver the packages. So on the next page, you can see here, we've been around for over 30 years. Where our headquarters is in Utah. So that's what those beautiful mountains are there, the mountains of Utah. And that is our headquarters, our office headquarters there. But if you go to the next slide, you can see right across the street in the little corner right there, all the way, it's on my right, so maybe on your left, is our manufacturing facility. And this is also very unique and special for modern social retail, because most companies do not manufacture their products. They usually outsource that out, and then they get the products and they just put their packaging and label on it. And so what that really means is that we have a say in the ingredients, because we actually care about the ingredients. We have people, geniuses behind the scene, including our CEO, formulating these products. Our CEO is a whole other conversation. She's an incredible woman, the formulator of our collagen. And so we have some amazing brains just creating and formulating, and they're very involved in the process of development and testing and making sure that our products are safe when they leave their facility and deliver and show up to our customers. So very proud to be partnered with a company that really cares about what they're putting out there to their consumers. So now I'm going to give it back to Dixie Fails, and she's going to take it over from here.
Okay, now you can hear me. You guys, this is a great thing is even we mess up when it comes to technology, but yet we can still build successful businesses. But you know what I was saying is everything that Yasmin was talking about the products with the CLA infused weight loss system, which is it's been awarded, has lots of different awards. The collagen multi-patented has many awards, is the fact that in order, like I said, in order to create a good business, there's a lot of things that have to come into play that have to really line up. Is you have to have a good product, right? A good product to promote that people are going to want to stay on. You have to have a good business structure. What is the payout like? Are people going to want to promote these products? Do they have the ability to create a good income here? And so really what it came down to is like our products are unique. They're one of a kind. They can't be reformulated by any other company. A lot of people try to copycat, but they don't get exactly the formulas that we have. They can never match. Like you can never compare apples to oranges. So we have a great product line. But I want to talk to you about, okay, we have great products that are delivering amazing results, thousands of results. If you're in our group, you've seen them. If you're not in the group, comment below and just type out, add me to your testimony group. And then you can see more of these testimonies that are coming in all of the time. But there's also benefits of not just the health products, but benefits of joining social retail, but more specifically, joining our team, Team Boss. As you see, we all come together to make this work for everybody. Number one in this business is you have the ability to create residual income. So when a customer orders, you get paid the same day that customer orders. And we pay 2 times a day. We pay at 6 a.m. and at 6 p.m. So no matter what time that customer orders, you're going to be getting a deposit in your bank account. But what's great about this is every time they order, so if they order now and in a week and in the next month and then the next month, you are getting paid cash commissions every time that customer is ordering products that is bettering their health and helping them reach their goals. But also you get to work from home. I talked a lot about this. We have the freedom. We're all working from home right now. And if the last 3 years didn't show you the importance of having a way to create income where you don't have to physically be present. I mean, the last 3 years kind of taught us that what we have here is absolutely a blessing. So we get to set our schedule. We get to set our hours. We get to go on vacations without having to ask our boss to go on vacation, right? There's no more putting in PTO slips. But also, this is one thing that's really important to me because like I said, I've been in this industry for 16 years. I've been with a few companies. And one of the problems, one of the things that made it really hard to succeed in those companies is there wasn't really a system to follow. So when I joined, it was just like, what do? I don't know what to do. I'll pick from this person. I'll pick from that person. But there wasn't really anything that the average person could tune into and follow step by step. And we have that here. All of the leaders that are on this team, we came together and we figured out what works, what doesn't work. How can we simplify this so the average person can come in and be able to succeed? You don't have to have degrees. You don't have to be super tech savvy. It's a simple turnkey system. We figured it out so that you can come in and you can succeed with us. But personal development is a big part of what we do with Team Boss, because if you're not improving yourself, nothing else around you is going to grow. Nothing else, your relationships, your work life, your family life, your friendships, your mental state, none of that is going to grow beyond where you are personally. So, we have a lot of leaders that really dig in and help teach you how to remove these blocks, how to become who you were designed to be, how to see the vision, how to let go of the fears. So when you join us, you will see that we focus a ton on improving ourselves first, and then everything else will fall in line. The business will fall in line, being better at what you do in the business, your relationships, all of that. And then obviously we have an amazing community, hands down, right? You know, all I could say is we have a great team. From everybody on our team, we all come together to support one another. Like Yasmin and I, we're on side teams. So if you've been in network marketing, you might understand these terms. But anything that Yasmin does, just to give you a good idea, anything that Yasmin does doesn't benefit my business monetarily. And whatever I do doesn't benefit her monetarily, but we come together because we have such an amazing culture that we support one another. We really help each other succeed, because that's the vision of our team, is really to help anybody on our team to grow and to be the best that they can be, especially when they're growing their social retail business. So those are the benefits with joining the team. We obviously have a lot of different exclusive things that this team does. So Yasmin, Brandy, myself, Paula, Lonnie, we had, I think, 13 ladies that were Laura. I'm trying to think of all the names. I'm drawing a blank right now, you guys. I didn't forget you, I promise. But we had 13 ladies go to a breakthrough boot camp in Destin. This is the photo of all of us. And really, it's a transformative breakthrough boot camp where we really teach you workshops and help you to level up in your life, in your business. And without going into detail, let's just say I have been on a high since I got back. Like the transformation that I went through was just phenomenal. But this is exclusive to our team. A lot of other teams, and I'm not saying just in our business, but I'm talking other companies, because I've been through it. They don't do this. They sign you up, they throw you in the group, and then it's up to you to succeed. And then you can go join all of the corporate stuff, go to the corporate events, right? We do this because we know what our team needs. So we have a lot of exclusive things that we bring to you to really help you grow. And then, also right here, you guys, this just talks about the business value of what we give you guys. And we really have so much in store, from our groups to our workshops to our training. So I was talking about like a turnkey training system that we have. This, I don't know how big this photo is online. So I don't know how well you guys can see this, but down at the bottom, it just shows you like screenshots of all the different things that we have available to teach you step by step on how to grow this business, what we do on social media. But you get everything from training from mentors. You've got our workshops. We have apps. We have our groups. Really, like, the value, if you look at here, the value shows $10,000, but I'm going to tell you right now, I honestly think the value that you get with being an ambassador with Team Boss, because we give so much to you, is probably double. I think that $10,000 marker was being a little bit generous. But honestly, I've been here 6 years. And like I said, I've been in the industry for 16. And I don't think I've ever seen anything as comprehensive and connected together with the glue that helps anybody and everybody be able to really learn how to do this. Even if you come from not really having any social media presence or having any idea how to build on your own. And so that's one of the great values when you join us and with our team. Also, right here talking about customer sales. I haven't been able to read the comments, but other people can read the comments. I want to know, though, who here has been in an industry who has tried a business and it was all about recruit to recruit to recruit. Go find somebody else to join the business, because that's the only way you're ever going to make money, is recruit to recruit to recruit. Here, it's totally different. This shows you an estimated pay on what you can make just by helping customers get started with our amazing products. On top of that, you can earn Live Clean credits, and that's simply extra products that's extra credit that you get to use each month to pay for your monthly products. So you can see here, you can make all the way up to 5,000, if not more, a month just by helping people with our products. And that's without recruiting anybody and having anybody join your team. But how fun is it to work with one of your friends, to work with somebody, to partner with somebody? I honestly think it's funner to find other people that are on the same path and the same mission, that love to that are on the same path as you, that want to help impact not just with health, but impact people's finances as well. So that just gives you a good idea of what you can make just by helping a customer. But let's say that you're like me, and let's say that you want to help other people make an income. You want to help somebody be able to put food on the table. Maybe somebody needs to make a car payment. Maybe it's a mom that just wants to get out of her job that's taken her away from her babies. That's when you can impact people by helping them be able to create an income online. And this just gives you estimates on what you can create. You could do a full-time income. You could do a part-time income. You could do a six-figure income. Depends on what your goals are. And you can do that by double dipping. You take care of customers, you take care of people that want to create and bring in an extra stream of income. And you can do that here with Modere and with Team Boss. So what I'm going to do, I told you all about the business, but facts tell and stories sell, right? I'm sure everybody's heard that before. I'm going to bring Yasmin on because we have a very special guest, Nicole. She's the success story that we want to share with you guys because, like I said, stories really, this is where our meat and potatoes are at, is if we're not helping other people succeed, then we're not doing our job. So Yasmin, I'm going to let you take over and I'm going to let you go ahead and bring on Nicole, and let's go ahead.
Awesome. How's it going, everybody? So what Dixie just went over is really just like everything. We have a business in a box for you. So when you join, we have systems in place. You have support. All you have to do is be coachable and really just plug and play. And we have men and women in this business that are killing it, that are crushing it, because in other companies, they didn't have any of those things. And it was difficult to actually make money. In most companies, you make $0 to $200, and the average here, Modere, is way above that. So it's really exciting to see how there's so many people winning in this business, and it's not just the top income earners or the top leaders. So I'm so excited to bring on Nicole right now, Nicole Reichert. If she is there, is she there? There she is. There's her beautiful face. So excited to have you here. So just a little intro about Nicole. I'm going to let her, tell you more about herself, but she's a mom of two. Got a little baby actually right now that is like not feeling well. She's got a babysitter watching both of them. Okay. She's a boss. She figures things out, which I think is amazing. But she's a mom of two. She's coming to us from Colorado, just like Dixie Fails. She's been in the health and wellness industry for a while, but she's also an entrepreneur at heart. She's owned an online boutique, but I actually met her online when she was living in California through a mutual friend, and she had such a boss job then that was very demanding and just a high level position. So I'm not surprised that she came over here and translated that success into her Modere business. But thank you, Nicole, for being on. I know you got a lot that you're juggling right now. And her husband, you guys, is usually like out. He flies to another state during the week. So she is mom and dad during the week. And I just got to say that because my point is anybody can do this business, right? And Nicole is just an example of that. So Nicole, can you just, give us a little bit of an intro? I know I said a few things, but if you can give us a little bit more background, about you and who you are and all that good stuff.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for having me. I get so excited to be on here, and I love listening to everything you guys say. So my name's Nicole Reichert. I am a mama of two beautiful little girls. They're ages 3 and 1, and they're busy and a little bit fussy at the same time. And then I have a wonderful husband who does travel for work. So it is a very crazy time. I currently live in Colorado. So I'm about 2 hours north of Dixie in Castle Pines, Colorado. But I lived in California for 10 years, and that's where I met my wonderful husband. And I worked out there at a very high-end gym that I love and respect. And all the people I worked with were absolutely amazing. And I was in charge of 5 gyms out there. And the pandemic happened and a lot changed after that.
Wow. And then I know that kind of led you over to Colorado and being close to family. I know the pandemic was a lot for everybody, and it really was, you know, life shifting for everybody, and maybe created some decisions and movement. And it sounds like that's what happened for you. So okay, tell us a little bit, like, what made you actually get started with social retail and Modere? Like, where were you at in your life, like, when you were figuring this out, right? Like, all the people that are watching now, right, that are taking a look, like, where were you at this moment that finally, like, led you to this?
So I'm going to backtrack just a little. So we moved to Colorado from California to be closer to family because I had my baby girl at the time, and then I got pregnant right away when I moved to Colorado. So I ended up leaving the career that I had. I was an area director out there for 8 years. So I was going from 50 hours a week of work to a stay-at-home mom just like this. And it really rocked my world, to be honest. And I felt like I lost my identity. And I loved working out, and I know how to eat healthy, and I lost myself. And it was, I had the baby, and I continued eating like I was still pregnant, and it was the biggest I've ever been, and I wasn't taking pictures with my family. I wasn't, I was just not proud of myself at that time. So in January, I started these products, and like you said, it helps you heal through the inside and out, and it literally did just that. So started in January, and then in June, I got to my goal weight. I actually got 10 pounds less than my goal weight. So I was happy. I was thrilled on how I felt. And everyone's like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? You're just happier. You're glowing. You've lost weight. Obviously, they're trying to be nice when people say that. So I told them, and I'm going to be very transparent with this. I never thought about selling this until people were like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I was like, I might as well just start doing this. So that's my story. But I want to backtrack a little bit because I wish so badly that I would have started prior to me doing the entire product line and starting back in January so people could see my journey. I really do wish, because with me, and I know some other people like this, but I'm just going to be very transparent. I was like, let me see if the product works, because I don't want to promote this and then it not work. And man, I wish I would have gone back and just showed the journey, because it works. And if people would have saw my journey, they would have related so well, like the good days, the bad days, and then just how every single day I started feeling better and better. So when I started selling, I reached out to you because I've been following you for a long time. No, I've never met Yasmin, you guys. I've just followed her forever, and she's just so humble and so positive. And I obviously knew these products work. So I reached out to her, asked her about it. No pressure at all about if you're wanting to join. And I called her a few days later and then just jumped on it. So that's how I started with that.
Wow. I think you like touched on something that's really important, is like a lot of times we're like, well, I need to get my results first. I need to have my weight loss story first. But people really appreciate when you share with them that you're starting something and that you're going on a journey, and you're going to share the journey with them. Like, they appreciate that. They resonate with that. And then you can take them along for the ride. And of course their products work, but you had an amazing transformation. I mean, in the beginning, I don't know if you guys saw in the beginning slides when I was talking about weight loss, that was Nicole after her 2 babies. Awesome. So you have had quite the success. We're going to talk about your wins in a minute, but before we get to that, I want to ask you, like, what do you think, because you've done other companies, you have.
Yes.
What do you think about this model is so different? And what really truly helped you, because you've had quite the success in such a relatively, short amount of time. I mean, you told me the first check you made, and it literally blew my mind how much money you made. We won't talk about that, but that was a huge win. But like, what do you think it is about the social retail model that's so unique and different from what you've done in the past, and that is helping you to build that additional stream of income?
So when I was pregnant, I always wanted to be an entrepreneur. Not only when I was pregnant, but I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur. So I actually started Mommy and Me Boutique online, which I think you mentioned. And oh my God, that was so hard. From the inventory was sent to me, and then I had to ship it out, and I had to create the website. It was so much work on me, and the margins, I mean, I can go on and on for that. So I was like praying, and I really do believe like what's meant to happen is meant to happen. And I always wanted to make people feel better about themselves and pay it forward. And I was just trying to think of any situation, but this literally fell in my lap when I started to do the products. That's why I think it's just what's meant to happen is meant to happen. And it's by far the best system when it comes to business to set you up for success. And I shouldn't say it's easy, but to me, when you have like mentors or business partners or community that just throws in and helps everything when it comes to the marketing, when it comes to asking questions, you get answers right away. There's an app that's personally made just for you. There's an app that does follow up to all your customers. It's like you said, it's a business in a box, and it's wonderful. And they keep, like, the company is so innovative. They think of what's next, and it's just so exciting that you stay motivated. I've stayed motivated this whole time, and every single time I'm on, a corporate call or a business call with you guys every Monday, I get so excited. Not only that, for the business side, I hope I don't cry, because I think this is just so important, but excuse me, the personal development part. Like, I've changed so much in my thinking. I do posts about collagen a lot. I do post about the lean body system, and I would used to think oh, they're going to get sick of me saying this, or, oh, I care what they think of me. I don't. Because a couple things is it's helping so many people out there. Like, that's what makes me not care. Like, the texts I get of how good I feel. I have a friend who just got past this huge milestone of under 200 pounds, which she's been for years. And she's just so happy. Like, I don't care about that. And those people that do have opinions, they're not seeing the check I'm getting. And that's not to brag, but what I'm saying is the opportunity here is just endless, and the people that you're surrounded by, and my mindset, I've never felt so strong and confident. And I always tell my little girl, you need to be strong and confident, but I'm finally there. And it really has a lot to do with the mindset of what you guys coach too. So I really hope I can do that with others too. And it's happening. So I hope that answered your question.
I love that. Oh my gosh, it was so much. But it was amazing. I mean, it's so true. Like, we're really about, and Dixie touched on this, is helping you become the best version of yourself. And I've watched, that change with you in a short amount of time. Usually it takes people years to really switch their thinking and changing their thinking. But you've kind of switched to, not caring so much about what people think, and switching that to how can I help people? Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm here to do, is to help people. And then what does that translate into when you show up in that way? You actually have more people that want you to help them. That turns into a check.
Well, and I heard this today, but it's help the person you used to be. And there's so many people out there that I know how they felt, and it's not a good feeling. And if I could help anyone change to feeling better, that's my ultimate goal. So the products work, the community is amazing, the pay's awesome. So
I feel like you just really gave all your wins too. I mean, you're making, your first month, you made a big check. You're growing as a person and becoming, a better version of yourself. And you're feeding that desire to have something for yourself that I think a lot of moms can relate to, especially, if you had a career and then you decided to step away from that career. You were just you're just amazing. I love working with you. I think there are some key things that you need to create, the results that you want in your business. And Nicole has that. She's, very driven. She's self-motivated, but she's also coachable. And that's a big one, right? Being coachable, letting go of your ego or what you think and allowing the system, the company, your mentors, your leaders kind of guide you and show you the way. And I know that's, a big part of what's happened with Nicole too. And she's actually running for something really exciting this month. She's starting to build a team. She really dipped into that side of the customer side. Dixie was talking about, and now she's starting to build out her team. And I'm just so excited for you and like all the places that you're going to go with this company, and to actually like meet up in person with all the fun stuff we have going on. So thank you so much for being on tonight, Nicole. And I know you got to get back to your baby, so I really appreciate your time tonight.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.
Bye. Okay, so let's keep it moving. We're almost done. Make sure you stay to the end, you guys. We are almost done because we got some $50 Amazon gift cards for you guys. So as Dixie talked about, you can really like, there is no right or wrong when it comes to how much money you want to make, right? Some people, they just want a couple extra $100 to have more freedom and not feel so suffocated by their bills and have a little bit more room and breathing air at the end of the month. Or some people just want to make an extra couple $100 so they can do more things for their family. Or maybe you want to make 500, 1,000. We have, you know, people making full-time income where it's like 10, 20, 30, 40,000 and above, multiple six figures, 7-figure earners that have full-time income, and they actually are doing this part-time, right? Because of our systems in place. So whatever it is you want, we're here to help you attain that. And your opportunities are endless. So what's also cool, we get paid, of course, right? We want to get paid. That's what we're here for, is to build an additional stream of income, make money, but we get so much more than that. And that's what makes it fun. Actually, we have a lot of fun with what we do. Modera as a company, they take care of us. They love on us. They appreciate us. They give to us so much as their distributors and their customers. They love on every single person that contributes to the company. So we have different like incentives you can run for, which you see here, like an iPad shopping spree getaway just in your first month. We get like monthly gifts sent to us just for working our business, like just for doing the things that we would do anyway. We get gifts for, well, I'm like drawing a blank, but trips right here. Hello. The biggest, that's like one of my biggest motivators is the trips. I mean, we've done Mexico, we've done Costa Rica, we did Cabo, we're coming up on Punta Cana, and their trips are like so nice. You know, they go all out and they take care of us. So, and then Dixie talked about what we do as a team. We have events together as a team. So we have a lot of fun when we do this. If you are not having fun, we always say in this business, you're not doing it right. And I know for me, fun is like something I highly value when it comes to my business. Okay, so how do you get started? You came here, you showed up, you're interested, you're curious, you wanted more information, you sat here through this presentation, and now you're wondering, how do you get started? Well, first, you have to make a decision. You have to decide, are you ready? Are you ready for something different and more? And are you ready to take that next step in getting started? And so we have different options to do that. You're going to get back to the person that invited you here, and they'll show you all your options. But our most popular is our XM packs that start from $3.99 to $6.99. I will tell you, all of those packages are actually double in value. Okay, so you're going to get way more than you actually pay for when it comes to products. You're going to get an event ticket. You're going to get product credit. You're going to be able to earn some fun things in your first month. So you actually get, like I said, way more than you pay for. And we have so many different options depending on what you want. So I'm going to let Dixie take over from here.
Thanks, Yasmin. Thanks. So let me make sure I'm not echoing. I was chatting everybody up while you were talking. I was on the live chatting everybody up. But you guys, like, I really want you to think about this. Like, what brought you to this presentation? There was a reason that brought you here. And it wasn't just the Amazon gift cards, okay? Something was inside you that said, I should probably check this out. Of course, somebody invited you here, and they invited you because they see something in you. They want to, you know, offer this opportunity to you, but you made the choice to be here. You could have been busy cooking dinner. You could have been busy putting kids to bed. Like there's a million and one excuses that we all can make, but you're here for a reason. And I truly believe it's because you're looking for something else in life. You're looking for something that's going to give you desire, that's going to give you fire to want to wake up every morning. You're looking for something to like just pull you, that's going to have like that magnetic field to where you are excited to wake up the next day because of what you're doing in life. And I just know that that's how I feel. Right. So, I mean, whether it's, this is a way for you to fulfill your passion and help others. Maybe it's so that you can impact more people around you. Maybe you want to create another source of income without having to sacrifice family time, like going and getting a second job and being gone all day and missing all of those moments that you can never get back. Maybe it's because you want to connect with like-minded individuals that have big dreams and goals. I know for me, I didn't share my story in depth on here. My story's in the group. You can catch that. But for me, my environment was not goal setters. It was, you get what you get. You don't throw a fit. Keep your head above water and you will survive, right? So it was like, just try to survive until you die. It's kind of like the mentality of this is peers, this was friends, this was family. There wasn't anybody out there saying, go for more, have big dreams, like have dreams so big that people think that you're crazy. But I did that. And a lot of people thought I was crazy till I showed them I could do it. But like, maybe you want to connect with other individuals that are going to pull you into something bigger and greater, to work for yourself, to create time and financial freedom, to create an extra stream of income, to bring in some extra cash flow into your home. There's a reason you were here. And I can keep listing them, all of them off, but only you truly know what that reason is. So if you were here and you feel the energy and the vibe that this team brings, and you can see yourself doing something like this with us, taking you through it, showing you how it's done, now's the time to say yes to yourself. I will tell you, when I started this, you guys, I was quitting the industry. I was so burnt out. I was tired. I was just ready to go get a part-time job and make that work. But I jumped in and I said, what the heck? I'm going to try it. I'm going to say yes to myself. I'm going to say yes to my kids because I wanted to be home with my kids. And it was honestly the best decision I could have ever made. Because I'm 9 years free of working for anybody else. So for 9 years now, I've been able to work for myself. So you have to dig down and figure out what brought you here. Can you see yourself doing this and saying yes to yourself? And then what you need to do is get back in touch with who invited you here. And like Yasmin said, they can show you the different options. They can show you the possibilities. They can get you set up. Now I see a comment here and I'm going to point this out real quick. Misty, we were all scared. I think even those that were experienced, like Yasmin and Brandy, came from another company and they left everything they built. And they had an amazing team over there. So, they had this comfortable position where they built it and they were doing great, but they saw the vision and they were scared to come over, but they did. And, I can attest for them. They, the best decision they've ever made. But, we're all scared. And I honestly believe if something doesn't scare you, then it's not a big enough goal. If you're comfortable with that goal, like it's not stretching you. We need to stretch, right? So somebody else says, let's say when you're scared and excited, it usually means you're on the right path. Absolutely. So what I want you guys to do from here, reach out to who invited you here, get into a personal message with them. Because if you tag them on this, there's probably over 300 comments already. We might lose it. Please message them. You'll get connected with them. We'll get you the information, find what's right for you. And we'll get you started. And like somebody else on here says, do it scared. So one thing, you guys, we have those Amazon gift cards, but a problem we have, I can't see all of the comments on here because they're coming up as Facebook user because I tested it. I went and jumped on the live and I gave it permission. So now I know why there's a million of you as Facebook user. I went and gave it permission, and I was still a Facebook user. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump off, give Yasmin and I like 5 minutes. We're going to scroll and we're going to randomly select 2 people that have been engaging and commenting. And then we'll announce it. We'll comment here on the live, but we'll also put a post up in the group. That way we can make sure that we get those Amazon gift cards to you. But all I can say, you guys, is like they're saying here, do it scared. You're on the right path. Reach out. Yasmin, do you have anything else you want to say?
No, I mean, I literally was going to jump in, but then you hit all the points. And so I'm just super excited for all of you guys that showed up today. That means you're really thinking about, making some changes in your life. And we're excited. We're excited to bring on, new team members because we're going into our last quarter of the year of 2022. And you start setting up your new year now, not in the new year. Right? So you start laying the foundation and the work of all the things that you want to have for 2023 now. So now is the perfect time to join.
All right. Thanks, everybody. We appreciate your time for being on. Take care.
Bye, everyone.